Yo, what's up to all of my subscribers, all my listeners, all my viewers, all of my friends, to everybody that supports me. I'm Zayy 3 times on pretty much all of my social media, and Zayy the Third on Spotify and Apple Music. Go check me out if you haven't. I'm a YouTuber, artist, actor, all of that stuff. Just aspiring to put myself out there a little more, you feel me? I'm here today because I decided that it's probably about that time to make another video. You guys have been asking for it. You guys have supported my last video, and I really appreciate that. I could never ask for such a great group of friends that just put up with my BS when I say that I'm gonna release something and I don't really release something. God! But I promise y'all, I'm working. Like, that ass, I'm working on shit. Like, there's a lot of good stuff that's coming out for y'all. It's just, it takes a lot of time, you feel me? Why would you say that? Why would you say that? Now I gotta have 50 million things. Now I gotta go record 50 more videos so these motherfuckers will think that I actually have extra stuff to do. Why would you say that we have a lot of stuff, bro? Like, oh my God, now I got work to do, man.
You good, man?
What is this camera doing here?
I was just trying to record the video for you, man. You gotta cool out.
But yeah, the topic of today's video is gonna be my passions and why I basically decided to start art and what I believe goes into that sort of artistry, you feel me? So without further ado, let's get into that. Art to me it's not just the physical concept of what most people see as art. Like, it's not just the whole, you're an actor, you're a singer, you're a dancer, you're a visual producer, whatever you want to call yourself, or whatever you actually do, whatever your form of art is. It's not all about, I guess, the product, but let me elaborate on that, because obviously it is about the product. But for me, it's about the journey and the desire that is incited through that passion. And what I mean by that is, you putting passion into your work is going to ignite flames in other people. And that, in my opinion, is what truly matters when it comes to art. Because the messages that you try to convey, whether it be through music, whether it be through photography, whether it be through acting or whatever you do, that message is going to resonate inside of other people. And that's what I believe is what we strive for, what matters at the end of the day. To know that that person who is on Instagram or who's on YouTube or who's in the movie theater watching or reading or seeing whatever your form of art is getting validation in a sense. They're feeling that whatever that they're feeling in that heart, whatever message that you just conveyed to them through their heart, is giving them this validation that they aren't alone, that it's speaking to them. It's giving them a message that they need in their life, whether in that moment or for a friend in the future. That's what it's all about. It's all about reaching out and touching your audience. Even if it's one person, it doesn't matter. You did your job with that piece and you can move on to the next piece. Obviously, it's also about the artist himself or herself. It's about the artist themselves, because you have to realize, no matter what your audience does say, not your audience, let me not say that. No matter what an audience says, no matter what viewers say, no matter what critics say about your stuff, it doesn't matter. And I say this full face. I don't care what people say. You shouldn't care what a lot of people say. Now, I'm not saying don't give a F and don't take what constructive criticism may do or how to become better with your craft, but I am saying whatever you have at heart, whatever that passion is, whatever your message is that you're trying to convey is, don't let anybody change that message, because that's not what you're there for. You're not there to change, you're there to convey that message. And the people who want to view that, if you really care about who views your stuff, the people who want to view it are gonna come. They will be drawn to it. You just need to take your time and do that shit. You feel me? That's what I feel that matters. And it gets into my philosophy of never stopping your painting. And what I mean by that is, I imagine the world the world is your oyster type shit, but I imagine the world as your canvas, right? So think of the world as your canvas, and think of your heart, mind, soul, experiences, everything that you have to offer, all your emotions and all of your feelings, the things that make you human. Imagine that all as paint. All of that is just ammunition for you. That's all your fuel. That's what you're using to paint. And paint on that canvas until you have nothing left to give. If you have anything left to give, you didn't do it right. And you need to keep going. Don't let people tell you that's enough. Don't let people tell you stop. Don't let people tell you anything. Like, it's about you. Your art is a representation of yourself permanently. That's your legacy. That's your child in a sense. You know what I'm saying? And you can't let other people dictate what that child is. Because at the end of the day, when other people read or other people see what you have done, they will say, wow, this is the message that person is trying to convey. And if that isn't the full message, that's just gonna make you feel bad about yourself, or you feel unfinished. And that's just a feeling that I don't think any artist likes, having something that's unfinished. You know what I'm saying? With that being said, I guess if you want to get more into my passions and why I'm just so into art, it has to do a lot with the people in my life that have like instilled this love for art into me, like my aunt, my friends, my high school experiences, and I can get all into that, but I'm not going to, because that's just a longer story than it needs to be. The main thing that I'm trying to convey right now is that emotional, just it's so hard to put into words. It's just that feeling, you know? It's that feeling. It's a way of communicating without really communicating, in a sense. It's storytelling. Every form of art is a form of storytelling. You're telling a story, whether it be yours or whether it be somebody else's. And that's a philosophy that I actually had coming with acting. Something big that I always said is that there's no such thing as acting, there's only living. You're just living the life of somebody else and telling their story through you. So I see it as you're putting on the shoes or the clothes or the skin of whatever emotion, whatever persona that you're trying to convey in that moment, and you're presenting that to your audience. You're presenting that to the world. And through that, you're telling a story directly to their hearts. So you need to give it your all. Like, your all. Because there's a difference between showing emotion and having true emotion. Showing emotion comes naturally, and having true emotion through your acting or through your artistry, it's a little difficult because sometimes it may get caught in between the lines, it may get lost in the sauce or whatever you want to say about it. That's why you need to just learn through your experiences, keep doing it, keep repeating that process over and over again until you get that product that you've been waiting for so long. And I'm not saying like release the same song or draw the same drawing over and over again. You know, that's not what I'm trying to say. What I'm getting at is repeat the process and it'll get better. It'll get more potent. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. There's so much more I could say. I don't really have any prompts. I've been doing all this impromptu. I've been talking so that y'all see me in a different light and get more into my thought process. A lot of people have been asking me a lot of stuff about my thought process, and they're like, "Oh man, you're so philosophical." Shut your I'm not. I just have too much time to think sometimes. You feel me? And I have all my stuff in a barrel.
Oh my God, he on X Games mode.
Yeah, I hope y'all enjoyed this, and more to come. Always more to come. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. More to come, as I said at the end of it. Don't forget to follow my socials. I'll leave them down in the description below. Check out my new website. I just dropped it, and it's gonna be a kickstart to a lot of the stuff that I'll be having going on, and I'll try to keep all the news and all the updates there for your convenience. Thank you again for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share with your friends. I mean this with all I can say. Every like helps. Every share counts. Every comment is appreciated. I feel the love. I feel the support, and hopefully we can keep growing together. And once again, thanks for following the journey. I'll catch y'all later. Have a good one.